Guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, you're not going to be looking at me for long. I can explain a little bit. Okay, I think we're going along the lines of 50 Shades of Grey today. I've got my, what are these called? The Tarot of Sexual Magic. My chair is squeaky and I seem to have been plaiting my hair this morning, so I took that out when I realised I'm just going to get up and get some hand cream. This is just so wrong, but I forgot to put hand cream on and my hands are quite dry. I'm going to put the camera down, we're going to have a look into the energies, and you're not going to look at me, which reminds me of 50 Shades of Grey, where Anna's kind of like kneeling and Christian comes in and he's wearing his ripped jeans and she has to have a plait in her hair and she has to kind of, well, if you know the story, you know the story. So I'm going to go and get myself some hand cream, but first I'm going to show you my Christian grey jeans. It's just too funny, guys. Look at these, look, they're just totally like ripped and it's like, okay, what's going on here? I've got to get some hand cream and then it just all sounds so wrong. Okay, maybe we're having a bit of a 50 Shades of Grey day. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Let's prepare. Bye. Right, okay guys, oh, we've got the Queen of Wands here. We're going to have a look and see what's going on. Let's just let this hand cream just soak in a little bit. Seriously. Oh, it's quite amusing. I do amuse myself. At least I took the plait out. Okay. Let's get on with this, guys. Let's see what story I can pull. Okay. I don't even feel like I'm doing a working week. I'm not coming on live later. I was obviously just feeling a bit naughty. So let's use these tarot of what? Of sexual? Actual. Oh. Tarot of actual magic. Sexual. I'm going to pull a past, a present and a future energy. Let's pull, if we can, there's one there that wants to come out. Let's pull 3 cards for what's gone on in the past. What's happening now? Oh my dream state is like, I was going to bring down those cards. Okay. Doesn't matter. I can tell you. So I was playing with the magical unicorns and just looking for some guidance, and all it kept coming up was expect the very best. What else come up? I've gone like brain dead now. Anyway, I went to bed and all through the night I was just saying this affirmation: I deserve to receive good in all ways. That was it. I deserve to receive good in all ways. And I was just chanting that over and over during the night. I remember that because it's like every time I woke up, I had to just say that. I deserve to receive good in all ways. Okay. Then I saw the Chariot 3 times in my dreams. In one dream, 3 times, because I remember saying to you guys, look, it's the Chariot 3 times. It was like 3 times in a row, but from 3 different decks. And 2 of these decks, I think one of them was the Rider-Waite, the other 2 I don't have. I didn't recognise the Chariot image. So, okay, right. Let's stop chatting. Hush now, girl. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to pull the future energy just yet. Let's have a look and see what these sexual magic cards want to say. In the past. A past energy. Looks like a masculine here is trying to write an apology letter. He's trying to write some kind of letter of love, I believe, because that candle's pink. Reminds me of the rose quartz we've been talking about. Old-fashioned writing here. We've been talking about old-fashioned love letters, guys. It could be a proposal. I feel it's definitely a declaration of love. You've got like a bride and groom in the background here. So we've got a masculine here who is trying to express his emotions on paper. Looks like he's getting a little bit frustrated with himself. Okay. He has a quill here, but you'll have to keep reloading the nib, won't you, for the quill? Well, I think he's kind of just gone straight to a pen now for quickness. I don't know, there's kind of a little ink pot here knocked over. Although that feels like a wax stamp. I can't see if he's got any kind of stamp here. Let's have a look at what this is here. Who wants to make an impression? Okay, what's next? Oh wow, this just reminds me of when you want to serenade someone. So this could be music, guys. He's got a violin here. That feels like Romeo's kind of found his way to Juliet here, up on the balcony. He's serenading her. Okay. Maybe he's writing a song. And then we've got the Nine of Wands. Well, the Nine of Wands is about being... you have to go within with the Nine of Wands, because it's when you're looking for that spiritual strength, you feel quite alone. This masculine here most definitely is trying to express his emotions, heartfelt emotions, to this feminine. It's like he wants to get it off of his chest here. It's like she's encouraging him as well. Look at this gentleman in the background here holding this torch. So I feel as if this is all going on, well, energetically, behind the scenes. It's a declaration here of love. That looks like it's trying to be manifested. Okay. So a lot of work's gone in place. Effort. The impression that this divine masculine wants to make on this divine feminine is very heartfelt, emotional. Look at all the birds here. And I feel this is when the masculine's been out in nature. It's interesting how he's holding her stomach here. It's like she's saying, trust your heart. And he's kind of like saying to her, trust your gut. Which makes me feel like your intuition. So whether or not he's not sure if the feminine feels the same. But intuitively she does. It feels here as if it's the feminine's gut instinct to want to help heal the divine masculine's heart. Okay, let's look at the present energy. Well, we've got the masculine here who looks like he may need to make a choice between women. He has his hand on where these birds are. He has his hands on this feminine. Does look like the feminine that's in the picture here. Now, seeing as there's two women here, and this woman here is really looking at that wedding ring. Or the wedding finger. I can't see if there's actually a wedding ring on now. His finger does look a little bit red. So this could have been a dissolvement of a marriage, and maybe it was difficult to do. Something about like prizing that ring off of his finger. I actually felt that there was an allergic reaction. I don't know why. Have a look at this card. I felt like there was an allergic reaction he's having to this feminine. He just wants to kind of woo this other feminine here. Okay. So the current energy looks like there needs to be a choice made. You can't really tell what he's decided though. He's just looking straight ahead. You just really have to have a look at what his hands are doing, are gesturing. Knave of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about a love message. He is the messenger. He feels completely intoxicated with this other feminine here. And off they go into the sunset. Very interesting. I felt here an intoxication to this other feminine. This masculine here is really trying to declare his love. The current energy is a choice needs to be made. Looks like he has made the choice, but he's not quite letting on at the moment. His face is very blank. So, I'm not sure, but I feel he's very much just intoxicated with this other feminine here. This is where his passion lies. And it's like he needs to send a message. There's a message being sent, and then the Knight of Wands comes in, which is that knight to whisk you away. Definitely wanting to do naughty things to you. Look, they're both naked on this horse. It's like they're riding off into the sunset. I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite. Let's have a look. It's the current energy that looks a little bit confusing. I can't read straight into it. I can kind of see what's going on here. But there's another person in the picture. I felt a father figure coming through here as well, saying choose. It's time to choose, son. Because this masculine here is older. So either this divine masculine feels he is aging if he doesn't make a decision. Or this is a higher authority speaking to the divine masculine. Regarding making a choice. I think destiny's on the divine masculine side, so it's definitely time that he needs to wrap up a cycle. A new one's just about to begin. He has enough knowledge here. He's been studying. The wheel's about to turn. He's been studying. Okay, I think, or writing. I think he might be done now. It's like it's enough to make a good enough impression. If he's taken time to try and write some kind of love letter here to declare love, plus there's a musical instrument which really does suggest that maybe he's been writing music, playing love songs, writing love songs, poetry maybe. And then there's the masculine here wandering around in the background. I want to say, you know, connecting with the birds, the animals, nature. The divine feminine here is on his lap and kind of saying, like, speak from the heart. He could be trying to say to her here that he's nervous by holding, because I feel it's very energetic. Maybe they're not saying any words at all. She's kind of holding the heart and he's holding the stomach, her stomach. This could be him trying to tell her that he feels nervous. I'm sure that's a squawk there, guys. Sealed with a loving kiss. So I feel that this is communication, maybe not necessarily in the physical, because the Nine of Wands, it's normally the masculine on his own. He's like, I want to say through the barricade. Was that Spandau Ballet? Through the barricade. Can't even get the tune to it, but through the barricades come up. I think there's a letter that's been wrote. I'm feeling here about wining and dining, the Divine Feminine as well. Okay. Let's look at this Five of Pentacles. It's a transition. With the Wheel of Fortune. Well, there's a Queen of Pentacles here. I'm not sure who this is. Whether this is a future wife or an old wife. I feel it's a proposal. I'm not sure whether or not this Divine Masculine is still engaged with this feminine here. Because that might not be an actual wedding ring. So this feminine here could be hoping to seal the deal. But the masculine has other intentions, or Divine has other intentions for the masculine. Because I definitely feel he should be going this way. And this way just suggests it's the same lady in these cards. So I feel this Divine Masculine could be quite nervous after whether he's dissolved a marriage. He's made a choice. But I feel the intoxication. He's been planning. It's like, why would you take so much effort into planning and then not follow through? Well, it reminds me of something Emily was watching yesterday on telly. I could just hear her going, just tell her, just tell her. And I'm going, what? And she's kind of got her face in her jumper as if she couldn't bear to watch. And I don't think he did. She was quite angry. And then you could hear what he was thinking, like, I don't know, on her programme. I didn't stop to watch, but I kind of got the gist of the idea. And she was like kind of saying to him, well, you should have done it, see? It was like it was more conflict. The man was just about to declare his love. I think it was something to do with marriage. Oh, anyway, okay. Nine of Wands, let's have a look, because it's about being spiritually strong. It's like the follow through. What did I say about trusting your gut, your intuition? And that's what's come up. Apart from being a blowjob queen. Sorry. But say what comes through. Trusting your intuition here. Masculine and feminine energies coming together. The masculine coming from his heart and the feminine really coming from the truth. The Divine Feminine's not questioning it here. The connection. It's just the masculine needs to come forth and, well, let's find out, because that was the past energy. So I do believe there has been this intuitive communication going on. It could be whilst the Divine Masculine is dissolving another connection, another engagement that he's got, that he's involved in. So whether or not this has actually been finalised, this connection, as in with this other partner, so that the masculine can move on. A lot of energetic work's gone on. Okay, I'm sure a card's flipped over. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so I said about whether or not this relationship connection has been dissolved, maybe to some degree. But there are still two feminines in the picture. But I feel as if this masculine is working towards releasing this Queen of Cups. She doesn't look too happy. The cup there is a little bit poisonous. I felt like he was allergic to maybe this feminine. This other feminine. I don't feel it's a Divine Feminine. I feel as if no matter what, it's like he just can't let this other feminine close. And that is because he has somebody else on his heart. I felt whining and dining here. So the Divine Masculine wanting this romance, this love, to experience it. It's like he's not showing his face. There's a lot of seduction within that card now. Again, they're not really looking at each other. So until, I believe, a decision's been made or the Divine Masculine's worked towards releasing this other feminine, this is all very much on the Divine Masculine's mind still. Well, we haven't pulled the future energy yet, so we'll have a look in a moment. Well, communication's coming in quickly. Seeing as there's no people in this card, this could be actually the letter sent, an email, a message. I don't feel it's face to face. Not yet, guys. This is intention. This is the Divine Masculine's passion. Okay. But he doesn't want to show his face. Not just yet. So there's going to be some kind of communication here. I do feel it is in the physical. But not in the physical. Okay. Feel here in the past a lot of spiritual work, a lot of understanding. Communication between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine going on. And I do feel like this is when the Divine Masculine is in solitude, maybe out and about, walking. He kind of has these discussions with the Divine Feminine. It's like he's holding his flame. He doesn't really need that flame, does he? It's not dark. So he's holding his flame. It's like maybe he's following in his flame's footsteps. But there's definitely this communication here. An expression of love. We've got a goat here. What does a goat mean? Someone's going to know what the goat means. And is that a dove there? I don't know what that other bird is, but I do feel that's a squawk. Just sealed with a loving kiss. Love letters flying through the air. Wonder what the postal service are going to make of that. Okay. So, Knight of Wands, let's have a look, because this is a messenger, and then this is physical. This is the offer. Comes charging in to whisk you away. The Divine Feminine. Coming into the Divine Feminine. Okay. What's the bottom? Wow. There's a single, independent masculine here, a perfect counterpart for the single Divine Feminine. Okay. So it looks like the Divine Masculine's going to be making himself available to the Divine Feminine. But first there needs to be some kind of exchange of love. Heartfelt love. Well, it feels like this could be the working week, guys. What will maybe be manifesting during the week. That's the current energy. Let's look into the now. I mean, let's look into the future. Okay. Should we have a look at what the bottom of the sexual magic? It's the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got the Knight of Wands. We've got a single Divine Masculine here and the Knight of Pentacles. He's taking his time, but he's coming in. What's he coming in with? A lime? An avocado? Not sure. Maybe an avocado. I'm not sure. I'm just having a look at the image. I'm not even sure who this is. Her hair's quite dark, where the other lady has got more auburn hair. But there is this auburnness coming on here in this lady's hair. I'm not sure who the Divine Masculine keeps going back to try and impress. Whether it's his current partner. I'm not sure, because he needs to claim his independence. So if he keeps going back to this, the current partner that he's with, I just feel it's extremely toxic. This could be the Divine Masculine's kind of been wasting his energy on the wrong person and realising this. Oh, we're playing with these. Come on, let's have a look at the future. We've got the Ten of Cups into the future, guys. And we've got the Seven of Chalices, having to make a decision. And we've got the Hangman. I feel very much the temptation to the feminine here. This is like you can look, but you can't touch. So if the masculine is with another feminine, it's not a true commitment because he's looking elsewhere. He's imagining elsewhere. The Ten of Chalices here, I feel like this could be his current partner and he's really maybe trying to impress her. So he's doing like what he's told, running around doing errands. And I imagine that she does feel quite adored and feels that this is an expression of love. I'm not sure for the masculine it is. So he might be given the runaround maybe over the week by this other feminine. And he might be trying to actually make it work. We do always kind of keep going back to situations to make sure that we're sure whether we want to stay or whether we want to go. It's quite a normal pattern, but with the Wheel of Fortune here, this cycle's coming around again, which means it will keep coming around until it's been resolved. So I feel this masculine here is just running around after this feminine's needs. The next card I don't feel is the Divine Feminine. I feel it's, I don't feel that's the Divine Feminine. I feel this card is. We've got the Seven of Chalices, so the Divine Masculine's needs to make a decision. He's in his mind. He's definitely taking his time. Look at the tortoise here. Very slow. And I felt here this was really a guidance for the masculines to make a decision. So this could be to stay within a connection that they're already in, or to leave that connection and move to, I want to say, this divine connection with the Divine Feminine. But it's time to make a decision. It's like he's taken too long mulling over the same situation. You've got the Hangman here. He's absolutely besotted with the Divine Feminine. He's not touching, and she's not. Doesn't even look like she's aware. And then we have the card that just kind of reminded me of, look but you can't touch. This is so tempting. But with the Four of Swords, this is whilst the Divine Masculine is rescue. What's he doing? Rescuing. This is when he's maybe rescuing himself because he's resting, meditating. Look what his visualizations are. He feels that there's nothing wrong with this because he's not physically touching. Deep down he knows that that needs to be addressed. Because you shouldn't be in another partnership and fantasizing, maybe expressing love to another feminine or wanting to express love to another feminine. Love shouldn't be that much hard work. Okay. Let's have a look. So this Ten of Chalices, let's have a look at this situation the Divine Masculine's in. Maybe what he thinks is his Ten of Cups. I feel this other person most definitely feels that her luck's in. It's like she's got herself a little errand boy. Heartbreak. This connection is just going to keep causing heartbreak until it's been put into the past and the swords are taken out. Can also mean a third-party situation with 3 swords in here. It's about breaking 3 people's hearts. The Divine Masculines, his current partners, and the Divine Feminines. Okay, 7 of Cups. Time to make a decision. Where does the Divine Masculine feel his worth? Where is he recognised? And that's, I want to say, is what he's gaining here. Oh, he looks quite stern. Look at him. He could be trying a bit too hard here, the Divine Masculine. Look at the horse. I don't think the horse is really impressed. So this could be the stubbornness of the masculine. Let's find out what else came out. Well, I don't think it will last for long. It will get the better of him because there's a tower. The universe steps in. And I feel that's because the Divine Masculine doesn't actually make any changes. I believe he's just about to repeat another cycle of the Wheel of Fortune. The Divine is again going to step in. I feel actually like the Divine Masculine could end up feeling quite allergic to his, if we say, the karmic partner. The Hangman. No, we're still clarifying the Seven of Cups. This is feeling, the Divine Masculine feeling he knows what's best for him. It's like he's too worried about what other people will think. This is his reputation that he is protecting, but the decision still needs to be regarding the Divine Feminine. And I feel it's before it's too late. Yeah, it's about returning, remembering what love is, what true love is, who loves and comforts. And if you ever look, the feminine here is the one with a glove on. It's as if she's been growing this unconditional love towards the Divine Masculine. And I believe that, she's offering this to him. It's whether or not he will accept it. He does have this kind of big cup behind him, as if his love's grown for the Divine Feminine. Have a look. He's kind of like in the, would you call it a courtyard? I don't know, but he's walking up to like the church, the chapel here. And I've picked up that the masculine is, doing a lot of contemplation while out walking. Especially if he's visiting any kind of religious buildings. It might feel where he feels safe to talk and express himself without being judged. So he could be hanging around churches. I'm not sure. Looking for guidance, divine guidance, on what to do really about the Divine Feminine. Now that was with the Decision card. People respect people who do the right thing at the end of the day. Okay, let's look at this Hangman. The Divine Masculine here. What's that that's laying on the floor? I do not know what that is. You have a look, guys. First of all, I thought it was like a caterpillar. I'm not sure. I felt as if they were scissors that were wrapped up with the connection. As if to say, no matter how much you try, you can't sever the connection between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Especially not energetically. You can in the physical, but if it still remains energetically, it's still there. And I feel that maybe they're scissors. Just with the handles, it's like it's pointless to try and sever the connection. And I feel here maybe a realisation of not wanting to. Okay. Well, which ones are we going to take? Because this top one wanted to come out. And then those. Wow, we've got the Hierophant again. If I said in my dream I had the Chariot 3 times, that's the Divine keeps pushing. Pushing the Divine Masculine. Okay. We've got these cross keys at the bottom here. This is like being partnered up with your perfect partner. That connection. Just those keys look like scissors. It's like they're not going to cut anything. King of Pentacles, which is the divine masculine's it's the husband. It's the securest of the kings. I was having a look at this other Hierophant here. On the side that we were talking about, with like the birds and the feminine with the auburn hair, it's like this masculine here has got the go-ahead to go in that direction. And it's like the one with the staff, which is about balancing the underworld, the middle world and the upper world. It's like you need to awaken before you can really make your choice. So I feel the masculines have most definitely been shown the truth, seeing as this is like the king of grounding. This masculine needs to get grounded, wow, for the divine feminine. It's like she's holding the same staff here, but she's kind of the upper, middle and underworlds have kind of been removed, and she just holds this, I don't know what it is, it looks a bit like a microphone. I feel like it's time to sing her praises, maybe. Oh, that's awesome. Sing her praises. It's time to sing the divine feminine's praises. Okay. Well, the divine masculine here is definitely observing her from afar. He's not touching. So I do feel as if he feels he's not really doing anything wrong. But deep down he knows that he is. He's not being honest and truthful to himself or others. And that's going to niggle away at you. Okay. The Four of Swords here. I said about resting, but I think it's more about rescuing himself. You can look, but you cannot touch. And it's just, I think that the divine masculine wants all of it. I think he does want to touch. That's what he's missing. And he wants a bit more than the energetic touch that's coming through. So loads of contemplation here for the masculines. I was wondering what he had in his hand. I'm not sure if he's got anything in his fingers. First of all, I wondered if it was a ring. And he was going to kind of be like slipping a ring into her mouth. Wow. It's obviously not the penis, is it? Oh dear. Okay. So I feel as if the divine feminine, she's serious. She wants commitment. I think the divine masculine knows that. It's like it's time to sing the divine feminine's praises. Okay. The transition. Five of Pentacles. Again, he does know this. There's someone else still with him though. He looks battered and bruised. She looks very cold. Like she doesn't really care. He's just following her around. But he's looking up at this chapel again. It's like he's seriously wondering what's on the other side. Okay. The Lovers. There needs to be a chat here. The Lovers card is about communicating, making a decision from the heart. The decision, what gives, let me just try and think. The Witch's Tarot, I believe, gives a great decision, a great description of the Rider-Waite. So let me just get the Witch's Tarot. I'm going to read the Lovers card from this book, guys. And I will just read what the meaning is rather than, obviously, the description of the card, because it's a different illustration on here. Let's find the Lovers. Excuse me. Oh, the throat's got really blocked up. Hold on a minute, guys. Probably choked on that ring. You must warn someone if you're going to slip a ring in their mouth. Anyway. The Lovers. The Lovers is a card of relationship and choice. This card illustrates the power of love, desire, destiny, romance and attraction. It celebrates challenges overcome so that two lovers can be together. The angel in this major arcana card may be thought of as a matchmaker, but she may also be a protective force for the couple. The angel is a symbol of destiny. She is there to show us how every choice we make can affect our future. The angel reminds us to choose wisely. Wow. Okay, keyword sexual love, beauty, a romantic relationship, decisions, commitment, choices to be made. The choice you make now will affect your future. Love heals. Okay. Well, seeing as the deity associations is Eros and Psyche and Isis and Osiris, the astrological association is Gemini, which is the twins. Okay. What was at the bottom of, I'm kind of stuttering on my words. What was the bottom of the deck? And it's here, the Two of Wands, about partial success. This is about coming together, bringing your ideas together here. There needs to be discussions between the divine masculine and the divine feminine regarding this connection. Looks like a little meet up here. Not sure they're eating much. Where are they? I don't know, because there's a kind of like a, looks like they're in a pub. They're out for a light supper maybe, having a chat. In public, I feel here. Although you can see the divine feminine underneath is trying to express this love here. Okay. There's just one flame lying on the floor. Reminds me of like the Olympic torch. It's kind of been laid down to rest here, or ignited behind. It's kind of the end of this chapter, guys, this cycle. There's definitely a cycle here wrapping up. Okay. Let's pull some magical unicorns. How long did that take? 40, is that 42 minutes? 30 seconds. Where are my magical unicorn cards? Here. Okay. Ooh, a bit snappy. It's like calm yourself now. Okay. Simplicity. Put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. I said love shouldn't be that hard to make it work. Obviously, you both need to be committed to growing together, but love should not be that hard for it to flow naturally. Okay, let's look at the simple life, guys. When everything just flows. This card says that things have gotten too complex for you lately. It's time to pull back and focus on what you know for sure. For example, what do you really want? What do you know that you don't want? These are basics that will help you answer bigger questions later. You've also drawn this card because there's a need to clear out some part of your life, whether it's your room, a closet, or a messy relationship. When you clean the space around you, your mind feels more clear and focused. Your energy also increases. This card also means that you may be trying too hard with a project. You need to put your energy into the basic parts of it. Focus on the simple areas and the complex will take care of itself. Time to sort out any messy relationships. Looks like the divine masculine's definitely got himself into a bit of a messy predicament here. We'll get one more. Believe in yourself. Wow, that comes up with what I was saying about the affirmations is I deserve. I deserve to receive good in all ways. You have to believe that you're worthy. See yourself doing well and you will. And believe that you deserve all this goodness that's being delivered. Okay. I put up a meditation yesterday on the Facebook page. Have a listen to that one. It will really help you with believing in yourself. So see yourself doing well and you will. This card asks you to hold positive thoughts and feelings about yourself. If there's something you need or want, then hold a vision of yourself doing well. Only think positive thoughts about yourself, such as, I can do it, and I am good at this. The more you believe in yourself, the better everything will go. That's that triple chariot, guys. I can do it, and I am good at this. The more you believe in yourself, the better everything will go. If you expect success, you'll have good results, but if you worry about failing, you won't enjoy your experiences. You can enjoy life more if you believe in yourself. If someone else tells you that you won't succeed, then picture a big X through their words to cancel them. Wow, I feel that is the X. If this other feminine here doesn't encourage the divine masculine to be the best version of him, okay, then there needs to be a big X put through them. If someone else tells you that you won't succeed, then picture a big X through their words to cancel them. To cancel them. It makes me sound as if this lady needs counselling. It's like, don't go around putting your fear onto others or stopping others from achieving, you know, what they're really here to achieve. Reaching their full potential. Okay. So don't let someone else's words take away your belief. Instead, act in a way that makes them change their minds and see what they can really do. Yeah, there's definitely codependency here. This feminine here is expecting this masculine to run around for her. So I believe she might be getting a shock to the system as well. Well, there's 3 hearts here. But it's like once those 3 hearts are pulled out and this messy situation is dealt with, the healing can take place. So don't let someone else's words take away your belief. Instead, act in a way that makes them change their mind and see what you can really do. Belief means making a decision such as, yes, I can do this. Now, I'm just going to go back because just going back onto this kind of karmic energy here. So if somebody else's words take away your belief, instead, you know, do the accident, I was going to say. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Do the opposite and prove them wrong. That you are going to be a success. It's one of the biggest motivational forces, that is. Someone else's disbelief in you. Wanting to prove them wrong. Okay, it's the ego coming through, but it does say here, don't let someone else's words take away your belief. Instead, act in a way that makes them change their mind. And I want to say so that they can see what you can really do and what you are really capable of. Belief means making a decision such as, yes, I can do this. When you clearly decide to do it, instead of just trying, you approach the situation with confidence. It doesn't matter if you're doing something new. What matters is that you believe that you can do it. Each time you do something new, you learn and grow. And you'll thank yourself for learning that you can do anything you truly believe you can do. Okay. Bottom of the deck, love heals fear. Most definitely does. Okay, the power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. I do feel as if the masculine maybe here is being manipulated, bullied by this other feminine. It's time that he stands up for himself and shows the world what he is really made of, because here we've got about caring what other people think. At the end of the day, it matters what you think about yourself. Okay, let's read Love Heals Fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to feel less afraid. People who are angry are really afraid of getting into trouble, even adults and people with important jobs. So when you meet someone who acts like a bully, remember that this person is really just afraid. If you get angry back at the person, you'll just add to their fear. You can heal away anger with your thoughts of love. See the goodness in everybody, including yourself. Know that everyone really wants to be happy. No one likes to be a bully, and no one enjoys being bullied. Bullies and angry people are very lonely because their anger pushes other people away from them. So you can help by being kind to such people. You'll also want to be kind to yourself and listen to your inner voice, which tells you how to stay safe. Call upon angels, especially Archangel Michael, to protect you if you ever feel afraid. And love is your best protector because your inner voice helps you to know that love. Okay, and love is your best protector because your inner voice helps you to know that the love that's within every person, it will keep you strong no matter what. I feel like it's the bond here that's the protected bond. It said that this angel was actually, she might be classed as the matchmaker, but this connection is protected. Let's get a journey of love. Oh, I feel like I want to get an oracle of shadows and light. Let's get that first. Give me a chance to shuffle them. The song that in my mind is "What goes around comes back around, oh my baby." Okay, I'm not even sure who sung that, but Death and the Maiden. Invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. We need to have a look at this. Death and the Maiden. I'm not sure who's going to slot in with the Maiden here, whether this will be either the karmic partner or whether the divine feminine. Card number 28. About Death and the Maiden. A leering skeleton is looming over a beautiful naked young woman and doesn't seem to have any idea of how its presence is affecting her. It is not aware of and it is not interested in her response, her reality or her needs. So this does sound like the divine masculine. Okay, he's leering over the divine feminine here. And he's doing it secretively. Okay. The skeleton represents true death, the relentless ego, and is way too close for comfort. The vulnerable young woman is cowering and feeling herself frozen as its unwanted hand touches her. Death speaks. I'm full of needs. I'm hungry for life force. I need to be close to this young one, as she has all that I long for and all I have not created for myself. I will simply hover about her and take from her that which I want, her warmth, her energy, her emotions, and her beauty. She is an extension of me. What I want, I will take. I love her too, very much. So much, I may just consume her entirely. Okay, the Maiden speaks. I thought this was love, but now I can see and feel that this is invasive. It says it cares for me, and yet it just seems to want to take from me. This no longer feels right, but I feel helpless and vulnerable. What can I do? How do I break free? And what if what it says is true, that it loves me, and I am fearful for no reason? Okay, here's a divination message. There is a very out of balance relationship between you and another at this time. It may be that you are deaf, taking too much and imposing on another, and all the while blind as a skeleton to the truth. Or it may be that you are the maiden and have no defences against another who is draining you, claiming all the while to love you. You may have been drawn into the drama and colour and entertainment of a relationship that is full of highs and lows and passion, but you are now discovering that it is tiring, draining, and lacking in respect. It is time to truthfully assess this relationship and take steps to be safer, more protected, and more respected. Do not attempt to convince death of its problems. Those real people will only draw closer, cling harder, and convince you that you have a problem, not them. You may feel fear as to what they will do once you separate from them, as they are vindictive and malicious. Freedom is worth the trial of separating. Ask yourself, is this relationship healthy for me? If the answer is no, then you must take steps to go. Wow. Let's just move on. I'm not going to add anything to this, okay? You can adjust that to your situation, the characters. Death and the Maiden. It's pretty much spot on for this reading, guys. Okay. Let's get a journey of love. Her Grace. Card number 17. The Goddess is awakening within your life. It may be within your own body, within essential deepening of relationship with your own body, or with the body of another. Through expanding creativity, a sudden burst of feeling that you cannot logically explain, a desire to move, to dance, to express yourself, to sing, to write music, to draw, to play in nature, to swim and to collect shells and lie on your back in the moonlight, gazing at the stars. Let her reach you. She is calling to you from ancient times, calling you to allow her more deeply into your life. Celebrate the divine feminine. She is coming to life for you. Whether man or woman, your life is about to be touched by her magic, never to be the same again. This oracle brings you a message. There is a woman who brings divine blessing into your life who is trying to connect with you more deeply. The blessing may be one that is obvious or one that is hidden in a challenge. The woman may be your own body if you are female, or your own inner feminine if you are male. It may be a spiritual or physical being, the Great Mother, your lover, your sister, or your dearest friend. It may be a woman as yet unknown to you, but who holds a soul contract with you, an agreement predestined to awaken you. The empowerment will come to you not by rejecting what is offered by this feminine's presence, but by embracing it and finding your truth through it. This is exciting because it means you are growing. You are entering into the terminal. Should have said the terminal. It doesn't say that. You are entering into the feminine temples of wisdom and finding a home there. Wow. Okay. It's time to celebrate the divine feminine. I said it was time to sing her praises. Okay. Here's the poem. I was born long before our time, and yet my time with you is something new. For you awaken in me a spirit that was longing for release, waiting for your touch. I thought I was safe to stay inside the boundaries and walls I carried with me. You touched all of me, and we walked outside the lines together. Feels so much here that the divine masculine is, he really is like awake, or he's awakening. He could still be in his like docile, dozy stage. But when he's awake, he's going to be awake. He's going to know what he needs to do, what he's doing. You can't wake him up earlier. It's like Divine's trying to wake him up. And I feel that he's just still in this drowsy stage. But soon to be very much awakened. The Divine Feminine's come to wake him up. At this was an agreement, a predestined agreement to wake the Divine Masculine up at this time. If I can get my words out. Okay, shall we end on a Rumi then? No, I think we need to end on a Mother Mary. Yes. Feels like spring's in the air today, guys. What a beautiful Sunday morning it is. Okay, let's end on a Mother Mary. Our Lady of Love. Card number 42. Just my age. Brings us to a 6, guys. Number of harmony. Let's look at Our Lady of Love. It comes after Our Lady of Sweet Rest. Excuse me. Look at these two birds here on this card coming together to this love heart, which just has the one flame coming out of it. Let's listen to the message, guys. We're going to wrap up on this one. I am love, calling you home to my heart. I am your mother. You are my child. There is nothing to fear and only love to be. Cast aside both doubt and the walls that have held you back from the world. Enter the sacred dwelling of the heart and open the gate wide, allowing me to enter and love to pour forth to nourish your world. Love calls you when it is time, even if you are not sure that you are ready for it. You are being called into love in a deeper, fuller, and more mysterious way than ever before. Whether it is learning to love again after heartbreak, risking yourself in vulnerability where you would normally remain self-protected, whether it is daring to give yourself permission to feel all of your emotions, or learning to love and surrender into the beauty and sensuality of your own body and it needs for healing touch and playfulness, love is there. Our Lady of Love asks you to build a home, a sanctuary from the ills of the world where all can feel welcomed and loved. This may be in a literal sense, and you can ask the Divine Mother for help in creating your own home, or it may be symbolically by opening up your once insular community to those that may be somewhat different, but can bring more of the divine into the community. It might be through finding a safe place in your heart in which to dwell, and allowing those who seek you out to be loved by you. Our Lady of Love also comes with a message that if you are struggling with an issue or situation involving others in your home or workplace, or in the world more generally, pray to her for assistance. She brings guidance that love will present a way through the struggle with great intelligence. The guidance is for you to remain who you are and to trust in that. Not all beings will fight from love. Many will fight from motivations of fear and hate. Do not become as they choose to be. Stay in the power of your heart. Do not give up on what you know to be right and true, but pray to her that she can assist you in fighting from a place of love. It will bring you far more power than attempting to use force or manipulation based in fear. Do not underestimate what love can accomplish when expressed with utter trust and faith. Our Lady of Love comes with a message, especially for those of you that may be in a war of some kind or other, with a community group, with a system, or with any person or group that feels more powerful than you, and you are struggling to assert your sense of truth and justice. Pray to her and allow her to empower the situation, to rectify it karmically. She will prevail, whether it is obvious to you at this time or not. She cannot be restrained, withheld or denied. She will prevail always. Pray. That is your role. Act on what comes to you through the heart in prayer, and allow her to express her power of love through you, in events personal and professional, big and small, individual and community orientated. There is no limit to the love that can flow through you. You will never be depleted by it, only expanded. If you have a question about a relationship situation or friendship, or any situation where you are confused about the true motives and intentions of another person or group towards you, Our Lady of Love comes to you with a special message also. She is taking care of the situation and will guide you through gentle, though persistent, messages. Have patience and listen to your heart, trusting that she will instruct you as needed when the timing is right. Wow. She is taking care of the situation and will guide you through gentle, though persistent messages, and to get the Chariot 3 times in my dreams. Okay. Let's do this healing affirmation. Healing process and affirmation. Guys, let's come back so that you can see me just for a little bit. And because I'm still here. Okay. Let's read this healing process and affirmation. Start with this prayer. Our Lady of Love, inspire me, instruct me, empower me to be your sacred warrior in the world, fearless and compassionate, a force of your light to help illuminate the darkness and bring an end to terror and hate. When I fall into these traps myself, let me remember the truth that I am your child of love. Visualize a beautiful light fanning out before you now, as though sunbeams are rising up from the earth in a rainbow array of colour. You may like to perceive yourself moving through these lights, experiencing the different qualities of each colour, or simply to observe them, noticing that each has its own unique beauty and characteristics. When you are ready, say the following healing affirmation. Mother Mary, who loves me unconditionally, empower me as a warrior of love on your divine path of liberation. Help me open my heart to love and its greatest Help me open my heart to love, that its great healing power may transform me and make me your vessel for love in the world, for the highest good now. So it is. And so it is this reading. Guys, have yourself a fantastic Sunday. I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.